guess part of being a young black woman is being proud and having pride in your culture and who you are because of our history and because of the resilience of our people and what we've had to overcome, coming from a family of, I guess, working class people, slaves even, and to stand here today and kind of know that we've survived, we've overcome that, and I think with that comes this great feeling of pride, and I guess not being able to, or not sharing that pride with the rest of Australia kind of defeats the purpose of my ancestors having to go through that. And now I can stand here today and say that I'm proud, that I'm black, and I'm deadly.
Being a Noongar person, it's really proud for myself, because when I look back and go through the history of our people, yes, there's been a lot of hurt on a lot of people have been hurt through what had taken place, but to stand today and say thank you to my dad, thank you to my grandpop, my mum, the rest of my family, the old and what I am, I'm so privileged to be a Noongar man who've taken on a role to make sure that what the elders have passed down, that'll never stay idle, but they've given us a lot of ammunition, I guess, to use, but they've passed down all their knowledge to us to work with, and that's a privilege, and that's a proud moment of our lives in regards to our Indigenous people.
Well, I think what makes me proudest about being an Aboriginal man, a Gamilaroi man, is the fantastic community that we have. And that's not just limited. I grew up off country and in an adoptive Worimi family, and I think the fantastic thing about Indigenous cultures is there's a lot of understanding between people from different parts of the country, despite the vast differences between my experience on the eastern seaboard to Aboriginal communities elsewhere in this country. Despite that, we're always able to come together, support one another, and I mean, that goes to the point as to why our communities are so strong, is because we have such love and support for one another. And I think you only need to look at an event like NAIDOC Bowl and think about NAIDOC Week and the celebration that we have for one another and our achievements, to see just how vital and strong our communities are.
Being a First Nations woman is, as a fair-skinned First Nations woman, it's very complex, because unlike some of my dark-skinned cousins and sisters, I have a choice whether I can choose to be Aboriginal. I can choose to have Aboriginal heritage, or I can choose to be Aboriginal. So over the years, it's been unpacking what does that actually mean to me, and it means my connection to country when I go home and I put my bare feet in the river and my heart just opens up and my heart starts to heal and my spirit starts to connect with the thousands of generations of our ancestors that have been here before me, knowing that we are the oldest living culture in the world and that we thrived in often hospitable landscapes and we thrived in them, means so much to me. It comes with a certain responsibility because we have so many ancestors and people who died so that we could have what we have today. So I take that responsibility seriously in trying to have a voice and speak my truth and understand who I am, to teach my children to be proud of who they are and the complexity of having the coloniser and the colonised in their bloodlines, and also Pacific Islander as well. So for me, it means so much too. It's the core of who I am, but it's also still unpacking that is a journey.